Why, hello there. Wow, sound like I was underwater for a second. Hello, all you freaks out there. This is Ryan, and welcome to the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. Happy Valentine's Day Eve, also known as Desperation Day, which some people say is every day of my life, but
every day of my life.
Neither here nor there. So yeah. Welcome, my co-host with the most, Sarah Hall Hayes from Pungo Paranormal. What is up? How are you?
I'm well. How are you? How are you feeling?
I am good. You know what? I kind of hit a wall today. I was kind of like sitting in the couch, like, man, I'm not feeling good. But I'm gonna power through it for the freaks. I don't know. Maybe it's that I didn't get my sleep last night. I'm gonna chalk it up to not getting much sleep, and also that I'm very excited that it is Extraterrestrial Culture Day.
Ooh.
Yes.
Tell me more.
We need.
Tell me more.
I'm trying to think of a word to go with the alien part of it, but does it have a spaceship? Tell me more. Tell me. Does it live on the moon? Tell me more. We are here to celebrate extraterrestrial cultures all over the universe here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. We are excited, all you ETs. Come on, you star seeds, you Martians. We appreciate you here. And I know
I should have worn my tin hat today.
Yes, I got my antennas on. I know we're beaming up to Jupiter and Neptune, where in all the galaxies are right now are watching the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show, and they're like, they're like, yes, finally someone gets us.
Somebody is shouting us out.
They
finally
across the galaxy.
What is up, all of you
galaxy wide, huh? Yeah.
What is up, all of you aliens?
Yes. Give a shout out to our alien listeners out there. We know you're out there, and we are here for you. So this day is for you. So go out, celebrate, buy some flargons or whatever you buy up there in the hey Dusty, hey Faith, hey CR. I'm assuming that's CR when it says Facebook user.
Yeah, it's always CR. I don't know why it is not uploading his actual.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. What's up, David? We have like 20 viewers. Holy crap, that never happens.
I shared the crap out of this post.
Well, there you go. There you go. So we got to give our paranormal shout out to Kentucky paranormal investigators. We are a professional investigative research team. We have almost 40 years of a combined experience.
Oh.
So.
Dang.
I know, but their last picture was from 2009, so they may not be around anymore unless they don't really keep up with their page too much. But
I mean, you said it was 20 or 40 years.
40 years.
Okay,
so now they have like 60 years.
Yeah.
Experience.
They're probably gone. Both of them are probably deceased by now. They're probably ghosts themselves.
Yeah, their team is now paranormal. Little. But if your team is still alive and you heard the show, we'd love to have you on to chat about your experiences. But anyway, I go to random state generator, and it picks a state for me, and that's how I decided to make the paranormal shout out. The goal is to talk to a paranormal team from every single state.
Ooh, that's fun.
It's good to have goals.
I want to do one from Louisiana, from New Orleans.
Oh God,
New Orleans.
That would be a fun show. That might be a two-parter.
Awesome.
I'm excited because we have an awesome team from Ohio coming on the show.
Ooh, spooky
maybe
Ohio.
a Michigan fan. Yeah, I thought that was West Virginia.
West Virginia and Ohio.
Oh, okay. Maybe they have some Mothman stories.
They border.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's tough talking to a team from Ohio, being a Michigan man, but I will let it slide. This just once. Oh God! I'm gonna have to kick this Facebook user off. HOHIO. Okay.
Oh God. Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yo God. At least, hey, the good team won this year. That's not all I got to say. The right team won this year. I'm gonna get some hate from all our fans in Ohio. We love our fans in Ohio. I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you.
So Ohio actually has a very famous statue of Mothman.
It does. So I guess it is Ohio too. I just thought it was West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
But it's both of them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know which state had the bridge that collapsed.
That was West Virginia. I'm pretty sure. Virginia. So
I guess we can ask the Ohioans.
Yes, we'll talk to them about the Mothman and their paranormal experiences. But first, if someone were to call you a ducky shin cracker, what would you think?
The fuck?
A ducky shin cracker.
I would think they were calling me a small person.
I would think so too. Somebody who kicks people in the shins, perhaps.
Yeah.
But they are calling you a good dancer.
What the?
So if you crack some shins, a ducky shin cracker.
I'm gonna be calling Diane the next time on the dance floor.
Down. You get down with your wife, getting freaky, getting jiggy with it. That's like
you are a ducky shin cracker, Diane Hayes.
Yeah, that girl's a fucking shin cracker. Oh my God, it sounds like something you would say like if you lived in England or something, you know.
Yeah. Cry me the shin cracker. Sorry, I don't know how to. I will never be able to be an actress because all of my accents are horrible.
That girl's such a giggle muff. So we learned ducky shin cracker. Giggle muff was again sounds like dirty, like a. Where my mind goes on that. And, what was the other? Olive Dutter.
Olive Dutter.
Olive Dutter. Yes.
Olive Dutter.
Olive Dutter. So
revolutionary
we're
word.
Teaching you. Yeah, we're teaching you things here in the Freakin' Awesome. So now you go out to the dance club and you go like, man, that girl's such a ducky shin cracker. It's gonna catch on.
What era is that from?
I think 19th century, which would be what 1800s.
Damn.
Think so. I get confused with the century, the number of centuries and actual years. But I think
I'm gonna say that the next time when I'm out in the field in the way back, I'm gonna ask one of the ghosts if they're a ducky shin cracker and just see. Are you a ducky shin cracker?
When we're out there next Saturday night, you'll be like, I'm Olive Dutter. I'm Olive Dutter.
I'm Olive Dutter.
I'm Olive Dutter.
Somebody be a ducky shin cracker.
People smiling. Stop being such a giggle muff. Yeah, we are going to start a revolution here. All right, so I'm going to ask you the question of the day, and then I'm going to bring our special guests on from Creepy Cincinnati Paraforensics and have them answer the question of the day.
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh shoot, we got someone from freaking New Zealand watching us here.
Really? Hello from New Zealand.
Hey, hello from Virginia.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up?
Mine?
Yes, yours. The question of the day.
Mate, I think it might have been the waffle crisps, and they're still my favorite. I just had a thing of it the other day. Fuck, they're so
You went
good.
away for a while.
They're back, better than ever.
Now they're back. Mine is frosted.
Hi guys.
Welcome, Creepy Cincinnati Paraforensics, to the show.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
How are you?
How are y'all?
I'm good.
Happy Extraterrestrial Culture Day. Hope you guys are celebrating it. Thank you for taking the time to join us on such a special day. We really appreciate it very much.
I wish I had my tin hat. That would have been lovely.
My alien ears.
So how are you guys?
I could hear Jennifer on there. Okay.
Yeah, my cat's whining.
That's fine.
Sorry.
What kind of kitty do you have?
I have two. I have one that's sick right now. She has an upper respiratory infection. I had to go get her. She did 10 days of medication. I have to do 14 more days.
Aw, poor baby.
Oh, man.
That's my male cat that's behind me. He keeps whining.
Oh, he probably misses his sister.
We're missing Dusty, too. Where's Dusty?
I don't know. And when as soon as he shows up on the queue, I will put him on. And
I guess the Amish guy couldn't figure it out.
I see a Dusty.
There we
go. No, he's there. So I'll see you guys. What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up as in the great state of Ohio?
That's a tough one.
I know. Hard-hitting questions here in the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
Apple Jacks.
God, Apple Jacks. Those were good.
Apple Jacks are pretty fantastic.
I don't know, probably Cookie Crisp as I was growing up, but not so much now.
Yeah.
Isabella, my daughter, is obsessed with Cookie Crisp. God, those are really good.
I used to take Cheerios cereal and just dump cereal on sugar on top of the cereal, so it was like a sugary sludge.
Me too. I used to do the same thing.
Yeah,
guilty.
Yes,
God.
That was my cereal.
You know,
I think I ate more sugar than cereal.
Yeah, me too.
Diane just eats Raisin Bran just plain. She doesn't put anything on it. Just eats the Raisin Bran. And I'm like, how are you doing this right now? How old are you? Like, I swear she's 80.
I like Raisin Bran. I got sugar. I got some sugar on there. Let's welcome to the show a Mr. Dusty. Woohoo! The gang's on here.
Hey, Dusty.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We are talking about your favorite cereal. What was your favorite cereal when you were growing up?
Probably sounds stupid, but I always liked Life.
Life? That's my son's favorite.
That is kind of a curveball there.
Yeah, like, that one took me by surprise.
Yeah. Life.
Mikey likes it. Dusty likes it.
It was the best.
I swear everybody gets that commercial wrong.
What is... Oh, somebody said Fruity Pebbles. Chris McDonald said Fruity Pebbles. I feel like some of the cereals aren't... They don't taste the same like they did when we were younger. Like Apple Jacks, they don't taste the same anymore. Or Fruity Pebbles, not Fruity Pebbles. The what are the fruity ones that are the O-ring shape?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops don't taste the same anymore.
Hey, no, they're nasty now.
This really don't seem much different than one of our live feeds because everybody's always talking about biscuits and gravy and
all right.
All that stuff on my live feed.
I like food.
They changed the recipes.
You're gonna get a little bit of everything
on the cereal.
I see some funny things on my live feeds.
Bonds Yam like Wheat Bix.
What?
That must be like there's. He likes Wheat Bix, which I guess is a cereal in New Zealand.
Wheat Bix. What is Wheat Bix?
Oh, I
You
think
must be
Bonzam.
talking about Bonzam. Bonzam is a girl.
Oh. She likes Wheat Vicks. Sorry, Bonzam. I did not know you were a girl. Again, thank you for
Neither
tuning
did
in
I
to
at
the Freakin
first.
Awesome Paranormal Show. We're here talking to Creepy Cincinnati Paraforensics.
So tell us about yourself. How did you get into the paranormal field?
Oh God. Such a long time ago. I don't know. I've been doing it for about 17 years. So, I guess when I was a little kid, I'm gifted. I guess you'd say I'm more like a lighthouse in the darkness to a spirit. And I feel them when they're near me. If their emotions are running real high, I can pick up on their emotions like happy, sad, negative, all that stuff. And I guess that takes it all the way back to my childhood. Like no one believed me when I would say things like that. Everybody think I was crazy. Like there's nobody in your room, go to bed and shut the light off. It's like, damn it, there's somebody in my room. I'm telling you right now. I can't see them, but they're here. But nobody believed me. So, it kind of led from that to horror movies, ghost movies. And then, it's something I've always been fascinated with. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Wow, that's awesome. Like, so when you were younger, you did you see them or did you just feel them?
No, I don't see. I'm not a psychic. Just
Yeah.
what most would call an empath, but I label myself as a clairsentient.
Okay. So like, yeah. All right. That's pretty awesome.
Because I can also read living people the same as I can spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm with a group of people, it can throw off the emotion thing, because I could be picking up on one of them that's with me rather than a spirit. So it works both ways.
So how long did it take for you to come to terms with with your abilities and realize what they were?
Probably about the time I actually started ghost hunting, it really like just in tune. It was just I have no trouble communicating with full-on conversation with spirits. And it seems like they know I'm coming before I even get there. So it's kind of crazy how it works, but
I guess that helps during investigations.
Huh?
Because it helps during investigations to know that, or like
tremendously,
to know where you're going and know they're going to be talking to you.
I mean, you can ask any one of them or anybody that watches us when, like, if I leave the room or something, they'll quit talking until I come back. They'll go every time I leave. They're like, as soon as you left, they quit talking. Because I explain it to everybody is they see me, but they don't see you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you talking to them with your mind, or are you talking with them?
No. I use equipment to talk, but I pick up on only if their emotions are running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Emotions
so
have to be running.
Yeah.
Like just a couple of weeks ago, one of them, the guy that lives in my car, he died in my car. He had me all emotional because he don't remember how to get home. So he had me all emotional and actually made me tear up pretty good on a live feed. It was, that's kind of embarrassing when it happens, because people think, oh, he's crying. It's like, no, it's not my tears, it's theirs.
It's the connection.
Yeah, it's the connection, and I can't stop it, or when it happens, it happens. It's happened, oh God, so many times throughout doing this. When they're like a sad person's emotions running, it'll just make me bawl. I'll just start crying. It's like, it's not very manly, but it is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is. So with mediums and with clairvoyancy and with empaths, we light up. It's like a beacon. Like they know who's what. and they know who they could talk to. That's the reason why they come to a specific individual over a different individual. And so when you said it's like a lighthouse, that was like, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it shines out, and they tell me this as well. They're like, I'll tell them, what do I look like to you? Bright lights, bright, beautiful lights, you know, just you're bright, you're white, it's all the same from each spirit that I ask that. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, yes, and it definitely helps with the communication part. I'm like I said, I'm able to carry on a conversation, not a word here, a word there, a little sentence here. I can literally talk to them for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Straight.
Wow.
I mean, and the live feeds say it all.
Let's check out one of your live feeds.
Yeah, me too.
And see,
the last couple, guys. The last couple have been pretty slow, but go back to where I was at Middle Point. The very last time I was there was probably sometime in December, but go back to that and watch that night. I was there by myself at 2 o'clock in the morning. I sit with teams while they're there investigating, and when they leave, I usually stick around by myself all night. So, and that live feed was pretty damn good.
I think we should have him come out to the rancher, Sarah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See what he picks up on out there.
Jennifer's also very gifted.
Oh, yeah, Jennifer! I want to hear about your paranormal experiences.
Tell us about you.
How you got started?
Mine's a little different. Yeah, mine's a little different though. When I feel them, I feel it different than he does. So when they come in the room, I get this like convulsion feeling. And then when they're next to me, it's like someone stabbing me with thousands of needles. So my nervous system goes up and down continuously all night. So when they're next to me, I know exactly when they're there because of that needle feeling. So it's hard on my body because the next day I'm kind of tired. You know, my legs are tired and everything because my nervous system continuously goes up and down all night. But I had a lot of experiences growing up, just things, you know, happening and living in a haunted house and things like that. Then I actually met Mike at a ghost hunt, and I joined a female team. And then after, I decided to leave that team after a couple years, and I came with Mike. So, yeah.
Hey, Eric, Tracy, how you doing? Tim, Lovejoy, thank you for watching. Aaron Lovejoy, thank you for hanging out with us.
Eric Moore is my partner, one of our partners with the Underground Paranormal Network. We run locations, haunted locations. We actually have, I believe, 7 up and running right now.
Are they all in Ohio, or are they all over the place?
Yes, all in Ohio at the moment. We did help out with the 6th precinct in Detroit, Michigan, until Ed sadly passed away. But yeah, they're all in Ohio right now.
Yeah,
oh no, I'll take that back. Sorry, I take that back. We have one in Maysville, Kentucky.
What? You guys should definitely come on down to Virginia and check out the rancher. Like it is, the cabin and the rancher are just, there are words that it's crazy. Like
we'll come up there.
It's just unexplainable.
We'll take a road trip.
I love going to Virginia.
You been down here?
I've been to Virginia many a times.
Oh, nice. Well, come back.
I've been
back to the cabin.
I've been to West Virginia. I've been to West Virginia, I've been Trans-Allegheny. I've been to Old College Hill. I've been St. Albans.
Ooh,
I've been to Octagon Mansion.
Oh wow. My team and I are getting ready to go to Sweet Springs, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I've probably been to several thousand places. I forget more than half of where I've been to.
Oh my god!
Says creepy rockstar and creepy Twizzler lady. Is there a story behind that? Are you a big Twizzler fan?
It must be Scott. Yeah,
Scott.
I like my Twizzlers when we're on our road trips. I eat Twizzlers every time.
Nice. No, we haven't heard from We haven't heard from Dusty yet. I know Dusty's got
Yeah.
some stories for us. Let's let Dusty tell us about his paranormal, how he got started.
Well, back when I was a kid, my house that I lived in was haunted, and I got carried from room to room by a ghost. I know this. My mom told me all this back before she died.
From room to room, like.
Yeah, I'd go to sleep in my room, and I would wake up in my brother's room or my mom's room, and I wasn't even walking at the time, so it wasn't me that was moving me.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine if your mom walked down the hall and saw you floating across the hall, like you were being carried?
I would become a ghost. I
would probably had a heart attack too if I was old enough to know what was going on. But
I'd have to change my pants, that's for sure.
Yeah. That house is still standing. I would like to get into there, but I don't know if they would ever allow that to happen or not. But my dad actually built that house years ago, and we built it on. It was built on top of a house that had burnt down. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then one time I got a hold of Mike. He was having a thing going on at the funeral home, and he was going to be by himself, and he was asking for people, and I got in touch with him, and he said, "Come on over." So I went over, and I guess I've been hunting with him for about 2 years now.
Oh.
And I've been choked twice.
Dang.
Thanks to Mike. He always gets me.
Oh no.
Hey, it ain't my fault you being a smart ass. You do that at your own risk.
Oh my gosh.
My girlfriend actually went with us to is it Wendland 2.0 one time, and she got grabbed in the crotch.
That's one of our underground paranormal network locations.
She got grabbed in the crotch?
Yeah.
What?
So it saved me a lot of work at night, so it didn't bother me in the least. But
That's
so
that's the jokester.
I'm the Amish guy.
The Amish guy. With the beard.
It's my nickname.
Yeah, Mike nicknamed me the Amish guy, and it's stuck. So
yeah.
Every time I hear of the Amish, I always think of Weird Al Yankovic and that song that he sang back in the day. Yes, God, I thought that was a real song when I was little, and I used to sing it all the time. Like
it exists.
Well, I mean, like it was like a parody to
parody.
Coolio.
He really offended them when he made that too.
He offended the Amish?
No, the author of the song.
Oh, Coolio. I'm about to say, how are they listening to the radio?
Yeah, they were mad because I guess they wrote that song for one of their dead friends, and he made fun of the song. So,
dang.
He thought that he got Coolio's permission, but they never did. So so he thought he was cool, but then it's like Coolio got mad. They worked it out, and everything's cool, but
Did he have to take away the song?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I think he's still playing and stuff.
I actually heard it not too long ago.
I liked what was it? I'm Fat. That was a funny one.
Weird Al, man. God. I wonder whatever happened to him.
What's up, all my creepy people? I see you popping up on there.
Aww. We got Tracy Rizzo. We got Patty Meltz on here. Chris McDonald coming in here. Bon Sam from New Zealand. We are going all over the place. So what is this? We lost Dusty. We've lost him. Hopefully he comes back. So what's this funeral home? What's the history of that location?
Oh, well, some of it I can't talk about on the air.
Tell us what you can.
It can be very intense. It can be extremely active, but then there's other nights where it's just super quiet.
Dang.
Just like any location, really. But they're still lingering around there, but they're just not as talkative. And but I mean, I've had nights where I've been attacked in there. Out of probably the 200 times I've investigated, I kept it to myself for 2 years before we allow. I worked out a deal with the owner to put it under UGPN, and we take care of all the bookings and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it can be insane. Like I said, I've been personally attacked 8 times. So, and some of them are pretty intense. And I've watched people get knocked out unconscious. I mean, like literally out cold, and very tough to get them to come around. Maybe it took like 40 minutes on both of them that I've seen get knocked out.
Oh my gosh.
So it can be it's not kid friendly. So don't take your kids there. If you really love your kids, don't take them to that place, because on the right night, you'll regret it.
So if someone brings their kids, they hate their kids.
Yeah. It's like it was built in 1910 by why is the last name is by Carl Broadwell. And he was the undertaker from 1910 to 1944. And then instead of shutting down, he sold it, and it stayed operational the entire time. It never closed. And then the next owner was Christopher. I'm trying to get his last name in my head, which I speak to them a lot when I'm there. They are still there, both of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're not friendly with women at all.
Was that the one who grabbed the crotch? Were those one of the people who grabbed the woman's crotch during the investigation?
Yeah, that might have been the location, wasn't it? I think it was the one that happened for Dusty's girlfriend, wasn't it?
That was at
Wendelin
2.8, where that happened.
That's a very interesting location in itself, too.
Yeah, very.
That's a very interesting place. It's a bar, so you got a lot of personalities, probably drinking personalities at that, because it used to be a rough place before the new owners took over. So, you could imagine there's some pretty interesting spirits in there.
They know how to party, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Chris said that they call Miss Jen B-word all the time over there.
Yeah. Bad, worse than that.
I get called names like that everywhere I go.
Yeah, it sure does.
If you get called an asshole or get a fuck you during an investigation, you're doing it wrong.
God.
I always call names.
One of the spirits here at my house actually calls her a demon soul.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Jesus.
And it's not just one time he said it either. It's not just one time he said that.
At the ranch or at the cabin. So on his property there are 2 buildings. There's a rancher rancher and a cabin, right? And so both are extremely active. And the land that it's on is extremely active. And my best friend and I went to investigate there. And through the spirit box, we thought that it was her best friend coming through who had passed away. And she was like, "Hey, Heaven." And she was like, "Oh my God, hey girl." And like they were talking, and then all of a sudden it said, "Fuck you, you bitch." And like we're like, "Oh my God, what is happening?" Like I don't know if it was mimicking her best friend or what. It was crazy.
Messing with her big time.
Yeah.
In your head.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Picking out thoughts.
Yeah.
Picking out thoughts out of your head.
Chris Tarleton says, Mike, tell them the bear story about John and you guys. So I want to hear the bear story.
that was just a few months ago.
Yeah, we went to Landall's Mohican Castle, and we were investigating, and there was a bear, a mama bear with some babies. So she was standing up, and she was growling and so forth. So we all got the equipment, started taking off. Well, I fell into a big pothole, and I got hurt.
No.
And I crashed on my knee and my elbow at the same time, went down on my elbow, my knee, and yeah, I had blood on me, and it was bad. So, but Mike has a funny way of saying
it. It wasn't funny when it happened, but it was.
Looking back on it type of thing.
I mean, she did get hurt. I had to clean her up, but well, it was funny was Aaron says, back away slowly. They're coming towards us. So Jennifer decides she's just going to run. And I'm sitting on the ground trying to close my equipment. And she just takes off running, which, you know, if you run, that makes them want to run. So
but they didn't see
I'm
me. I was
still sitting on the ground, and Aaron and Tim come flying by me. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to get killed because you guys ran. And then Jennifer runs, and she's screaming, where's the car? Where's the car? And hits that pothole, breaks my ghost box into about 30 pieces.
Oh
my
no.
gosh.
And
my phone didn't break though.
As she fell, she goes, oh, I fell.
Oh, no.
I was live. I was live when I went down on live.
She's like, I broke my.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's like, I broke my. I cracked my.
Tim's got the video on his page, so everyone go to Tim Lovejoy's page and watch the video of Jennifer eating it.
Yeah, because unfortunately, we somehow put 30 days on it, and it deleted the whole live off of our page. So I was sad about that because it was my epic fall right on live feed.
You don't necessarily think of bears when you go on a paranormal investigation. It's not really something you prepare for mentally when you go out looking for ghosts. So I would imagine when you see a bear, you start to freak out a little bit, and you know, your body kind of takes over. You just want to get the heck out of there.
It was on 30 acres of ground. So there, and when Mike went in the next day, they said, well, how was your stay? And he said, well, it was good except for the bears. And the lady looks at him and goes, well, you don't play with them. So they're aware.
Oh my God.
Little warning next time, don't go in the cemetery at night because they're bears.
Don't play with the bears.
Even after all that, I still got cleaned up, and we went and investigated all the way until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So,
oh yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't stay live.
Yeah.
Our signal sucked out there.
Did you guys have any Wi-Fi? Was there like Wi-Fi there, like on location?
Only in the cabin we were staying in had Wi-Fi, but it was shoddy.
That stinks.
It wasn't enough to keep the live feed going.
That's why I want to invest in a hotspot, like a mobile hotspot, other than my phone.
It's Landall's Castle is in the middle of kind of nowhere, all surrounded by trees everywhere for miles.
Yeah, see Tim right there, Tim Lovejoy. Him and Aaron were with us that night.
So Hyde Cemetery, and it's in the woods. Is that where you guys were in Hyde Cemetery?
I'm assuming
it's part of Landall's Mohican Castle.
It's on their property.
Is it like a family cemetery?
No, there was probably about 40 so graves. They some were Native American and some were, just settlers. So I don't think anybody actually like a big family thing. Just wasn't a big population of people back there at that time, I guess.
But we had a lot of communication at the graveyard.
Okay, good. I was going to ask you if you guys got any kind of activity besides, bears.
Bear.
Absolutely.
Bears. Hey, bear.
I mean, the bear would have been a good story just all itself, but I'm glad you guys got some actual paranormal evidence as well.
Have you guys ever watched Naked and Afraid?
Always. I used to watch that show every week.
Listen, so I found out that if you come across the bear, you're supposed to yell, "Hey, bear! Hey!" to like get it away. I would freeze up and like totally piss myself and crap myself if I saw a bear right there. There is no yelling at all to this bear coming out of my mouth at all. Like, you running? Listen, I'd be dead.
Well, I went back after Jennifer fell.
If that would have been a male bear, we would have been in trouble. Because it wouldn't have stopped. It wouldn't have went back to the babies. It would have continued to come towards us.
Charging. Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, that's scarier than some of the paranormal stuff you guys go through.
Listen.
Yeah.
Real stuff, like not the real stuff, because it is.
I like to tell everybody this: if you're going to do this stuff, just related to your question about the scary stuff, if you're going to do this, don't just watch Ghost Adventures on TV and call yourself a ghost hunter. You've got to learn. There is so much to learn. I mean, I learn every day, and I've been doing this for 17 years, and there's so much. I like to study everything there is paranormal, whether it be biblical or all about demons, entities. I mean, you got to educate yourself, because this is not a game. This is not a joke. It's very real. And so many of you guys are going to do this. And when the bad thing happens to you, and it will, because when you look for the devil, sooner or later, you will find him. So my advice is, if you're going to do this, know what you're doing. Because if you're just watching ghost shows and going places, then you're playing with fire. You really are.
Be prepared.
I work hard to educate as many people as I can that this is not a game. Don't bring your kids.
Yeah.
The wrong place, the wrong time, and something bad's going to happen to your kid or something, and you're going to totally regret it. And I hear people say, well, my kid's been doing this for a couple of years now. And it's like, well, the point is, when something bad happens, then what?
Yeah.
So
and it will happen. On TV is watered down.
And it's fake.
Mike's a very good teacher, I'll tell you that now. He's taught me a lot and got a lot more to learn from him. As long as he don't give up on me.
Aww, that's sweet.
Nah, I like my Amish guy.
So when you have these investigations,
first time I met him, he was wearing that hat and he had that crazy beard, and I was like, "Is he Amish?" So, and I asked him, and he was like, "No." And I said, "Well, you look like an Amish guy, so it kind of stuck."
The Amish guy.
I mean, it's a good nickname.
I was going to wear my hat tonight, but it's in my vehicle, so I didn't go back out and get it.
You know who you look like? You don't look like him, but you resemble him with the beard. The grandpa off of Duck Dynasty.
I've never seen that one.
In the glasses.
You mean Uncle Si?
Yes, Uncle Si. That is you, sir, but a younger version.
Now you just started something. The Amish version. It's the Amish version of Uncle Si.
Oh no, I offended him.
He's gone. He's like.
He said that's the last time somebody calls me Uncle Si.
You crossed the line. How dare you?
And allow me to give you a little bit more advice, if you don't mind. Don't play with your ghost boxes in your damn house.
Yeah.
You are causing problems. You are causing problems for yourself, because if you don't know anything about a ghost box not only does what's in your house, it will go somewhere around 3 blocks. So when you're playing with one in your house, you're drawing, if another spirit's within such a range, you're drawing them to that frequency. Now, the question is, will you get rid of them? Will they want to leave when they get there? Yeah. So you're bringing things in
that you don't want to have in. Like, you need to have my house is protected with so much stuff. I have so much stuff protecting my house. So like, that's one thing that I pride myself on, is I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I have learned the tricks and trades of the ways. And like, in order to make myself feel better when I come home and lay my head down in my bed, I need to make sure that my house is fully protected before I come in. Fully.
And if you have an ability, if you have an ability, then you're making it worse, because now your ability is drawing them in along with the ghost box. So
let me tell you,
rookie mistake on my part, huge rookie mistake on my part. Before I even started doing this, I had a ghost box and I had a good recorder at that time. And I was talking to the ones in my house daily and nightly, and there were very negative presences in my house to begin with. And I started getting pinned to the bed. My daughter was getting attacked. Her friends were getting attacked.
Oh my God.
It started getting really out of control. So
and people freak out.
My advice is, if you're going to play with fire at home, you better be ready to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who will use ghost boxes at home, but they won't use a Ouija board, because he says that's. I mean, you're kind of doing the same thing. You're calling something to your house.
The only difference, and I'm going to say the only difference between the ghost box and the Ouija board, is the Ouija board, you are literally channeling your body.
That's
to
true.
that.
So, yeah.
And that's the slight difference, which I won't play with the Ouija board. They work, they're real, and they were literally invented by a guy that was told by a demon, if you want to talk to me, draw this on paper or carve it into a piece of wood. And now you can buy them at Walmart. That just shows you how crazy the world is.
You can get a pink one, a unicorn one too.
My mom, when she was younger, her and her friend were out in the woods, and her friend had just gotten a Ouija board for her birthday. This was back in the 70s. Just got a Ouija board for her birthday, and went back into the woods, and they conjured up I don't know what happened, but my mom said that all of a sudden the wind started picking up, and she looked behind her friend Cookie, and there was this thing just standing in back of her friend Cookie. And she said that this thing was like tall and all black, and the wind was picking up all around them, and they just left the Ouija board. They didn't go back to it. They didn't close anything out. They didn't do anything. And so for the rest of my mom is still coping with this thing at her house, like just still coping with whatever followed her from that Ouija board.
It makes you wonder how many other people have done the same thing, are still doing the same thing right now, who buy these boards and open up stuff, and they don't think about closing it down or ending the session.
And who's to say that even works?
Yeah.
If it decides to stick around, it's going to stick around.
It is 100%.
It's just words.
The truth of it all is, we hold no authority over any ghost or any demon or any entity. We hold no authority. No. None. Zero. So even using or invoking the name Jesus Christ usually ain't going to help you. For one, you probably don't even believe what you're saying in the first place until you get scared.
Yeah.
So
Chris McDonald says, ask Mike about all of the bruises he got at his house all over his upper body. He got good pics of it.
oh no, that wasn't at my house. I stayed with my brother-in-law when we was selling my house, my ex-brother-in-law, and he lived in a 1800s funeral home, and it was one of my favorite places to investigate. Well, I stayed there for about a month. One night we was talking to a couple of the ghosts in there, just good communication. And then the next night in the same spot, we got nothing. I mean, it was just silent. So he started provoking.
Oh my God.
Which,
always
definitely got him riled up in a sense of getting angry. And when I went to bed, I totally paid for that, because when I went to bed, I woke up and my side was hurting. And so I asked someone, lift up my shirt and look and see if there's a bruise here. I can't spin my head around far enough. And they said, yeah, there's a nasty purple and yellow bruise, which the pictures are posted. She said, there's a nasty yellow bruise there and purple. And I was like, wonder how that happened. I thought nothing of it. Later that day, my whole back started aching about somewhere between 9:30, 10 o'clock. My whole back was just aching. And I was like, did that bruise get bigger or something? And her and my sister-in-law grabbed my shirt and start lifting up my shirt. And they're going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And they're like, your back has fist prints, bite marks, scratch marks from shoulder to shoulder to my butt.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. I didn't feel any of it, none of it. So like I said, when you play with fire, just understand how real this is.
So don't provoke, or your friend might get beat up over it.
Correct. Keep that
I'm a little different. I'm a little different.
So Jennifer, what was your what was the first EVP you recorded that you remember that was like, oh my God, this is incredible?
Oh my gosh, there's been so many.
Get the Wayback Machine here.
Gosh, I don't even know. I mean, with the DR60, you have a lot of good EVPs. It's hard to pick between them because there's so much good communication with that. I don't know, Mike. What do you think? Can you remember?
Fuck, I have thousands. Thousands and thousands.
I got some good communication with the guy in the bathroom at Oglay's Village, I thought, he was pretty clear by giving his whole full name, which a lot of them don't give their whole full name.
Yeah, that was probably your first really, really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them.
Mike went
that
to
I can remember.
Oglay's is one of our locations that we run, and he went in the bathroom and felt the spirit. So I went over to the women's side, which is attached on the other side of the men's, and I did go in and talk to him, and he I can't remember his whole name now. It's been a while ago, but he gave me his full name, was very clear. And most of the time it's hard. I think it's hard to get the entire full name. Usually they'll always give you their first name, but he was pretty open and give me his entire name that day.
Wow.
Yeah, she thought he yelled at her, and I was like, he's not yelling at all. He's just telling you his name.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I said, he's just talking loud, I guess, but he's definitely not yelling. But sometimes it comes across like they're yelling when you record them, and they're actually not. So
usually it sounds like whispers coming through on recorders, but coming through like a yell, that's pretty awesome. At least it was clear. What's up, Howie?
You have no idea.
Aaron Lovejoy says, ask Jen about the picture she caught at the Marysville location. That picture is amazing. Jen, let us know about that picture you caught out there.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't catch that picture. We had a guy, what was his name? Brandon, that came with us that night. He actually was taking pictures for us because he was thinking about being on the team. So we brought him along, and he does a lot of photography. So he was doing a lot of pictures for us. And we were upstairs, and he captured this picture of, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but Mike did post that picture. It was coming across the room, and it showed like the bottom part, right, Mike? The bottom part of his body.
Did he post it on your page?
It's transparent. It's, you can see his shoes, and it's wearing blue jean shorts. Was that the one at the Maysville that we're talking about?
Maysville. Yeah. Maysville.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was definitely someone wearing white high tops, like kind of like what I'm wearing now, and he had blue jean shorts on, but he was totally transparent and you can only see him from like the waist down, and he's in walking mode.
You can see his legs real clear.
How far back was it?
He was in the middle of the room.
No, she means the picture on CCP.
Do what?
She's looking for a picture on CCP. She's looking for a picture on CCP. Oh God,
it could be anywhere. There's so many live feeds on there. We're live almost every weekend, sometimes two times a week.
Yeah,
she should be able to capture. Yeah, it should be under pictures.
Was it taken a few years ago, or was it taken?
It was last year.
It was last year.
Last year. Okay.
Yeah, last year. We went and checked out the Murphy building and then worked out a deal with the owner, so it's also an underground paranormal network location.
Holy crap, that's so awesome, man.
Oh, you found it?
No, not yet, but like that is like holy crap, man. Like, I want to find this so bad.
Mike and I
there's some amazing live feeds on there. There's some amazing live feeds on there, and I mean amazing shit that would blow your mind.
Oh my God! All right,
check out their live feeds.
If I can show this, can you guys see it?
Everyone was sitting down at that time, and no one was moving when that was taken.
Holy crap!
Right here. Oh my God.
We think that's the electrician. I'm assuming, because I have a picture of this guy that fell off a scaffold and died in there he died on the main floor. And he fell off the scaffold, and I literally have his picture. I have his obituary picture and a picture of him. And he was clearly telling me that he fell off the scaffold. It was an accident. And that's all documented. This just happened in 2017. So, and he's still there. He said he can't leave.
Gosh.
He said he can't go home.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty sad. I felt his emotion, and it was definitely a crazy emotion, that he can't go home.
Scott Tarleton says, "What about the Mirror Man at Middle Point?"
Oh, we just have a game. No, he likes me. He don't like the recorder. What I'll do is I'll take the DR60, I'll stick it on the desk, and I'll say, "You know the drill. Go ahead, cuss me out for leaving it here. You know the drill." And when I come back and get it like 45 minutes later, I've got about 6 minutes straight, usually, of him ranting. And he says some pretty nasty things to me. But then I'll go back in there. "What's your problem? Why are you talking to me that way?" And he'll be like, oh, it's cool. It's cool. So it's kind of a weird relationship. It's just a game that me and him play every single time I'm at Middle Point at the school. And he's always there. And I mean always. And the thing is whether or not he chooses to talk to you, but he's always there.
my gosh.
Aaron.
And he can be pretty aggressive, but he's not like evil or nothing. Just a smart ass.
We've had many conversations with them about spirits entering and coming in and out the big mirror in there, and they verified to us that there are entities and spirits coming in and out of that mirror as a portal.
They say it. When I first walked into that school, I walked the whole school. I always walk a location when I first go to it. This was 4.5 years, just barely under 5 years now. And when I walked that school, everything felt calm until I stood in front of that mirror. And I was like, I don't know what it is about this mirror, but this thing gives me the heebie-jeebies, and I don't ever want it moved. And the movie company that filmed in there hid it behind the door, and I didn't realize. I about freaked out because I thought they took my mirror. And I was like, put it back. So I put it back where it belonged. But they say they traveled through it. I mean, that's just what they say.
Yeah, I believe in that 100%. Is it okay if I post that picture with you tagged
sure.
on our site so everybody can see it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We love have
now,
everyone to see it.
I want to try to find something real quick for you and see if you guys can see it through a phone. But
Scott says, remember the crawlers we experienced on the live?
There's a lot of creepy. There's a lot of creepy crawlers.
That happens a lot.
There's a lot of creepy crawlers at Middle Point, and then Mike and I were at the funeral home one night, and we were chasing this thing back. It was just him and I. We were chasing this thing back and forth from room to room, trying to figure out where it was. It was like playing this game with us. It said that it wanted to taste us, it wanted to eat us.
Oh my God!
Then we finally figured out it was on the ceiling. That's why we couldn't locate it, because it was crawling across the ceiling.
It was no woman. She was using a woman's voice, but it was no woman. I felt nothing but pure hate, anger, and murder on its mind, whatever it was. And that's what this was at the funeral home, at the Broadwell Funeral Home. And by the way, you guys can book that for right now until March 1st. We're running a special where it's only $250 a night to rent that location. So just so you know, just go to Underground Paranormal Network and you'll see all of our locations. And each one has its own page. So, but it's on a special right now for $250. It has heat, it has central air, has running water, a bathroom. But
damn,
anyway, I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to get it in there.
Oh, there, right there. Go over to your left. There you go.
Is it the face?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's
Is that on your page as well?
This was at my house. This was at my house. That's my daughter was taking a picture in the mirror. She was taking pictures of herself. She was about 11, and she was just standing in the mirror taking pictures, and that was standing right beside her. So,
oh my God,
pretty crazy.
Jeez.
And she has no legs. She's cut off at the waist because you can see my computer chair right behind her. She's wearing a period dress. I've literally seen her in the house when we lived there. Full body apparition, but I sold that house. So, but I've literally seen her look as real as a real little kid, but only from behind. And she has black hair to about her butt. And she has in that picture, you can see the part right down the middle of her hair. She has no eyeballs. And she's holding a baby doll.
I want to see
which she
a
says
close-up
is her
of
favorite
that
toy.
picture. Like really bad.
Is it? Do you have it on your Facebook page, or is it just on your phone?
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page. What you're seeing is my daughter's back, because I cropped her completely out of the picture. There's nothing done to the picture. It was a cheap, little $25 Walmart camera that she was taking pictures on. So there was nothing done to the picture other than me cropping it.
Guys, well, man, I think, Sarah, we may have to do a part 2.
Yeah, 100%.
You
guys have like.
I mean,
you guys
Jennifer, let Jennifer tell you real quick if you're about ready to go about what happened to her at the funeral home.
Do tell.
And it was pretty good.
My slap, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hear about
so
this.
I was there and I was on another team at that time, and we rented the location. And this person, I was walking down the stairway to go down to the basement to get rest of our equipment. And at this time, we went down the stairs. We heard something coming across the floor on 4 feet, and then it raised up to 2 feet.
Oh my God,
that's
so scary.
And when it raised up to 2 feet, it charged us up the stairs. So when it charged up the stairs, she turned around and pushed me backwards up the stairs. And when she pushed me backwards, she went into the other room with the other girls. And for some reason, I went into the kitchen. When I went into the kitchen, I guess he slapped me, and I went into the other room, and she said, why are you crying? I said, I'm not crying. I said, I don't know. My eyes are watering. Well, I woke up the next day. And my whole face was red. There was a scratch inside my skin, and my skin was swollen. And what happened was he hit my eye ducts. He hit me so close to my eyes that my eyes started watering, and I didn't know he hit me until the next day when I woke up. Well, on the EVP at the bottom of the stairs, there was this guy, and he says, "Hey, ladies." And then the other guy said, "Get out of my funeral home." And that was all picked up on the EVP. Well, then the 2 weeks later, Mike and I went back, and Mike goes, "Who hit Jennifer?" And he said, "I slapped that bitch." And he did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he clearly said it loud and clear. I slapped that bitch. That's what he said about. That's what he said about the girl that he knocked out at the funeral home. And she was an older biker lady. You know, she was pretty tough little woman, and we watched her drop like a sack of potatoes. Getting dropped. You know, it was crazy. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wow.
Yeah,
there was no faking that. What that would have hurt her to fall that way on purpose.
Yeah, she slipped against the wall in the corner, and another lady and I had to get her outside. We had to get her outside because she just completely passed out. I even asked her before that. This was at an event, and I asked her before that, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Well, she went into Lisa's closet, and then she started feeling bad. Went downstairs, came back upstairs, and went in the corner and just completely slid down the wall and passed out.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
That just goes to show you really don't know what you're dealing with at any given point. Like you were saying earlier, Michael, you don't know. You might think you know, but you don't know.
You don't.
You never know.
Yeah.
I tell my viewers all the time, you never know what you're poking at or who you're poking at. You could be poking at somebody. I mean, even just talking to them can upset them, whether you're being friendly or not. And it's like, let's say you're talking to some Christian woman or something, and she's just as happy as can be dead. And then the next one that's there could be a serial killer. You know, you don't know who you're poking at until it's too late, because just because they didn't die there don't mean they ain't there.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
And Lisa at that funeral home is not nice. She has choked me. She choked Dusty, and then she choked Mike that same night. She came behind me and choked me in the neck. But what was bad was she came home with us in the car that night. So I got his EVP recorder. I went in my bedroom, and I talked to my spirit Bob, and I said, "Bob, I need your help. Can you help me?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Please, will you take Lisa back to the funeral home because she's not staying at our house?" And he took her back.
She likes me, but she's very aggressive and she's violently aggressive. Even though she likes you, she will still attack you.
Yep, that's for sure.
She followed me home, and me and Jennifer, and I was like, somebody's in the car, Jen. And it wasn't my normal spirit. And she speaks up and she said, "It's Lisa." And I'm like, "Why?" Oh, Jen wasn't with me. I was by myself, and I was on a live feed still because I sometimes drive home and I keep them on the live feed and chit chatting with them. And anyway, she was saying that she was going to get in bed with me, and I'm sitting there going, "No, you're not. Now you're being weird. Now you're being weird. Okay, go home.
Back off."
But yeah, they follow me home all the time.
She came to my house after the last time I went to the funeral home. She came to my house, and we used the EVP recorder in the car because we wanted to check and see if she was in the car, and she did. She came back, but Bob told me my spirit here. I got Bob and Nana, and Bob said he was going to take care of it for me, and he did because she was gone. I said, "Will you take her back to the funeral home?" And he said, "Yes."
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah, like my favorite thing to do is probably me and my recorder. You know what I mean? To me, that's the most validating thing that there is the recorder, because when I say there's something near me, that's the first thing I do. I'll turn the ghost box off immediately and say they're standing right here, and I'm going to prove it. And I pull the recorder out, and there they are. Every single time, they're right there, answering. Whether they're saying something friendly or something a little more threatening, you just never know until you play it back.
It's an amazing experience, guys. And you know what's even a more amazing experience? Having you guys on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. We really appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah.
And
we gotta have
thank you.
On again.
It was great.
We'll make it out to see you.
Yes,
You're in Virginia, right?
Yes, we are just outside of Richmond.
Now, are you guys paranormal investigators as well as podcast hosts?
Yes, yep. I run the cabin on 360 paranormal haunted location here in Mechanicsville. It's 2 houses, brick rancher where a young lady was raped and murdered by our 17-year-old stepbrother, a log cabin which was used as a brothel, and they both sit on 7.2 acres of Civil War battlefield. The Battle of Bethesda Church, which took place right before the Battle of Cold Harbor.
To get together on a joint investigation. You guys come down to one of our locations. We'll come up to one of your, come check out your place. I mean, we travel everywhere, so distance really ain't a problem. I'm always in my car.
I'm a psychic medium with Pungo Paranormal.
Yes.
So, but
they're an awesome group.
We love the cabin on 360. Like every single time we go there, it's completely active all the time. Every night.
Guys, check out their live feeds. They go live, they said, almost every weekend. So, watch their lives and, interact with them. And if maybe you'll see something that they don't see, and you can help them out and stuff. So definitely check them out. Okay. Guys, thank you so much again. What do you guys have coming up? Any events you have coming up?
Yeah, we actually do have an event coming up. We got 2 of them coming up back to back. We got one April 27th at the Middle Point, the Haunted Middle Point School. You can find that on Facebook. And also the post is the tickets are on sale right now through the ticket link Event Bees, and you can find the tickets there. I'm trying to remember. I think we're only charging $35 a ticket. So that's April 27th, and we'll run that until probably about 3 or 4 in the morning, and then we're doing another one at our other location, the All Glaze Historical Village, but you'll find it under Haunted All Glaze Village on Facebook or Underground Paranormal Network. And that one will be on Memorial Day weekend on May 25th.
Okay.
And I have not made a post for that officially yet, so not even my viewers knew that. So I guess they're just now finding out. about the all glazed
breaking news here.
Yeah.
That's leave it to Mike.
I haven't took time to make a poster yet, so.
What, Dusty?
I said leave it to Mike.
But yeah,
those pictures that you had told us on here, I posted to our page. So if all of the people are going to go on there and just look at it and see what you were showing us, I mean, that one picture was absolutely crazy. So
yeah,
what's your page again?
It's the freaking. Go ahead.
It's the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
You're on it.
Yeah, I mean, so that picture you posted on there too? You guys got pictures on there?
I posted both of them.
Okay, so do you guys have pictures on there too?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
And then the cabin on 360 is the actual paranormal location that we were talking about earlier.
Okay, cool.
So go give it a like if you would, and we'll, whoever's watching the show, of course, lots of your fans are watching the show too. So, give us a like, give them a like, and we'll definitely have you guys back on here in the future to hear some more about your investigations. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Scott, Chris. Thank you, Bonzam, for watching. We appreciate you tuning in from New Zealand. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in from everywhere. We appreciate the aliens who are watching right now on Extraterrestrial Culture Day.
Thank you, guys.
Hope everyone has an awesome Valentine's Day. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Next week, we have Odd Virginia podcasts. We'll be back here. Same freaking awesome time. Same freaking awesome channel. Guys, have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.